Hi there. My name is Sarah McGann. I lead the Global Strategic Accounts team in LinkedIn Marketing Solutions for Southeast Asia and India. And today I am joined by Neha Sobti, who is Head of Digital Native Business Marketing for AWS for India and South Asia. Lovely to have you here with us today.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
What are some of the marketing channels and tools that you see as being effective for B2B marketers?
I think we are operating in a new world now. So post-COVID, everything has changed. We are calling it the new normal. Marketing has changed. I will not say only changed, it has evolved and it has become better for the customers and for the consumers, right? So there are varied tools and varied channels that any B2B marketers can actually access, and they can kind of make them part of their integrated marketing plan and communications. So every marketer's love search engine optimization is one. It has been used since years, optimized. Every company has a distinct marketing strategy to how to use search engine optimization. So if you are there, up there in the searches, so it automatically draws organic traffic to your website, right? So that is upfront and that is very, very logical and straight. But what happens after that, right? How do we ensure that once the consumer or once the customer or the client is on your website, what do we do with them? What is the unique customer journey that you can draw for them from that point is what kind of makes it differentiated, right? So everyone will be doing search engine optimization, but how you do it makes all the difference. So, for example, once you are there and if you're a developer and if the website has been designed only keeping the execs and the CEOs in mind, so obviously you will feel that this content is not for me. So identification of the cookie and serving them content which actually makes value for them, which is useful for them is the key here, right? So search engine optimization is one that I spoke about. Then second is obviously social media marketing, which has become very, very popular in the 3 years, in the virtual years that we operated when everyone was going through COVID. So with more than 4 billion users, social media users across the different social media platforms, it has become very, very essential to engage with your target persona, with your target consumer set on this social channels or mediums is how you call it, right? So it is a very important tool, according to me, as a marketer, to build thought leadership and to drive outreach and awareness, right? So social media marketing is the second channel that we touched upon. Now, the third channel is influencer marketing. So influencer marketing has become talk of the town. It is the new flavor of the industry. Everyone wants to engage with influencers. They have become very, very powerful people in the industry, right? So the strategy here is selecting those right influencers, right, who are experts in those particular areas that you want to influence and that you want to talk to is the key here, right? So you select the influencer basis your expertise, and I think they are a very powerful mechanism to reach to a wider audience base. So after influencer marketing, events. So events are every marketer's, you can say, dream job. They are the most glamorous part of what we do in our day-to-day functions. They have always been there. They will always be there. They are a very critical tool to reach to your clients, right? It kind of comes from the fact that we are human beings, right? So we love meeting people face to face, and the kind of connect and the kind of relationship that you build when you meet people face to face, it cannot kind of cover up for any other tool that you use. So meeting customers face to face, having conversations, understanding their pain points at an event platform, showing them the magnanimity of your organization through show and tell models, through experiential activations, through relevant tech talks. I think that is every marketer's and consumers or customers' delight. So after events, I think content and email marketing is one very, very effective and sometimes ignored tool. I think we should be doing more of it, right? But how we do it is what makes the difference, right? So you are serving content on different platforms, on different channels, but is that content actually useful for your client? Is it informative in nature? Or is it only asking the client to take action on the CTA and you have certain objectives that you want to be met? Does it make sense to the consumer? How do we track that? So all that is what kind of makes sense here. Email marketing, we have been doing email marketing since centuries as marketers, right? But what is our email marketing strategy? Are we using email marketing only to educate or create awareness or outreach? Or are we using email marketing to build a 360-degree, always-on kind of a nurture strategy, right? That we want to be up there, we want to be in constant touch with our customers. What is that we want to do? So doing everything, be there on all the channels, using all the tools is not what makes significant difference, but why you want to do it, what is the objective, how you want to do it, and what are the end results that you want to achieve by doing it, I think is the key here.
Thank you so much. So there's a lot of channels: SEO, influencer marketing, social, email marketing. As part of our B2B marketing index report, one of the things that was identified, which you had mentioned, was events, and how key in-person events are going to be for B2B marketers now and in the future. For you, how do you see events and digital complementing each other? Like, what's your view on that, having both of those in your marketing mix at the moment?
Very, very true. So events and digital, they go hand in hand. They complement each other. So you basically have to look at your overall funnel, right? So what is your overall funnel looks like for your integrated marketing campaign? Are you using maybe, say, influencer marketing, social marketing, content marketing to create outreach, right? You want to be there and you are measuring impressions, you are measuring reach, you are measuring clicks as a result of it. But what is that is ultimately yielding into? How do you measure that? So I think events become a very strong medium there because you have been reaching out and you have been touching your contact set, your clients through these, I think, top of the funnel tactics. Now at the bottom of the funnel, you have the events and you want to use events to kind of strike that personal rapport with your customer, right? And when the customer comes to your event, you want to show them maybe demos through show and tell models. You want to take them through some experiential activation in which they can kind of experience the technology. They can be part of tech talks and maybe live kind of sessions wherein they are actually creating applications, using your services. And they are obviously also listening to the who's and who of industry because everyone wants to learn from the best brands of the industry, right? Irrespective of the segment that they come from. Now, this is the events piece of it, right? So how does digital complement to it? I think we need to have a 360-degree surround around every event that we do. So digital is one very, very important aspect of what we do in the events, right? So what is our digital strategy, right? Is it predominantly social? Was the event primarily driven with an objective of it being social intensive? Or we are doing some specific paid media because we want to gain attention of certain consumers or clients who are available on those mediums and they are consuming some specific kind of information. So is paid media the important part of the digital strategy that you are doing, or you just want to drive organic traction from the audience who are attending your events, right? So yes, you need to be clear about it. Again, going back to the fact that what are your objectives of that event? Is it a mass event or is it a buy-invite conference or it is a short format roundtable? Are your clients okay being part of this digital and social surround, right? So I think that will kind of lead to a comprehensive strategy here.
Neha, thank you so much for joining us today and giving everyone some tips and advice when it comes to how you're thinking about marketing channels. Enjoy the event today.
Thank you so much for having me here.